Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another episode on the survival world. Today, we are going to be doing something quite substantial, I'd say. We are going to be finishing off the starter base. I know, it's crazy to think for the past, I think 18 or 17 episodes, we've been working on this thing, working towards, building a lot of farms in the area, progressing through the game, making a lot of progress. And today, it's time to, I guess, get that to the end, finish off this area, and yeah, I guess finish off this series. Okay, of course, I'm kidding when I say finish off this series. I have got a lot more projects that I'm really excited to do. Some of those including some things with the Jewel Witch farm, and of course a final base which I want to make with a Guardian farm. So I want to make a Guardian farm and a final base kind of all in one. And we also have a few other builds that I want to do in the future. This series has a lot of potential, and if I ended it now, it'd be a little bit foolish of me, I think. So yeah, for all of you that may think that this series might be ending, don't worry. It is not ending anytime soon at all, and I accidentally took a screenshot there. Anyway, now what I'm going to show you real quick is if I head in here, right on this wall right here, we have a book, The Final Tasks. Original by Bear, because there's no one else in this world, obviously. So let's open up this book right here. We've got final things to finish in the starter base. So, number one thing, the mob farm. We've got a few things to do with the mob farm, which if you're not sure where the mob farm is, we built that in, I believe, the 4th episode, and it is that thing right up there. That is a mob farm, believe it or not, and it's where I got a lot of my early game XP. I got a lot of it from the mob farm up there, AFKing up there, killing the mobs occasionally, getting a lot of XP to get some level 30 enchants initially. So today, I want to finish that off, and yeah, get it finished up. So the first thing we need to do as part of that is make a bubble elevator to and from the mob farm. I also want to make drops that connect to the bulk storage area, which is right down here. That's why we left one extra thing available, which is right here. So this will be for the mob farm, which, speaking of the bulk storage area, let's just have a look at some of the drops. We've been getting a lot of slime balls, especially a lot of slime balls. A few cacti in there, a few sugarcane, and a lot of iron as well. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to get some of the materials to make a bubble elevator all the way up to that mob farm up there, and I'll be back with you once I have done that. I'm being attacked. I apologize if there's a lot of cuts in today's video. I try and say things, and sometimes it just doesn't work. Anyway, I think the design I'm going to go for with this is going to be very simple. I actually have no more stone bricks left, that's why I brought this. Okay, so what I'm going to do is probably literally just find the center of this thing, which is here. Is that the center? I think this is the center. Yep, okay. So I think what I want to do is go ahead and put blocks in these corners here. And essentially what I'm going to do now is have glass going up like this. So you can, it'll have come up just like so, go across the top there, and, across the top there. And that's basically going to be the design. One side for up, one side for down. Something I also want to do is maybe have this extend out by one. Basically, what that'll do is allow items to go down here. Because of course, as I said before in the book, which I've put back up on the wall, I want the items to go down to this bulk storage area. So essentially what's going to happen, the item's going to come down here, I guess go along a pipe somewhere. It won't look the best. I might have to create some sort of pipe that goes through the starter base or something. I'm going to have to decide on that one. Anyway, that could be for the future. So yeah, for now, that's basically how that is going to work. I don't really want to have another pipe that goes all the way up, like over starting in that kind of area and going up. I think that could look kind of bad. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to build up this design right here, and I'll be back with you once it has gone all the way to the top. Hopefully I have enough resources. Alright, so some of the last blocks are going in right here, and they should be the last 2 glass blocks. Okay, so now we have 2 tunnels that go down. One is for up and one is for down, of course. And what I think I might actually do is go ahead and put a trapdoor on there. I don't have any trapdoors on me. Okay, well, if I get a trapdoor in the future, I'll put them on top of these. Anyway, we only have 1 water bucket as well. That wasn't very smart of me, was it? Anyway, so you can see we get a decent amount of drops from this thing. I take the gunpowder from here occasionally, like you can see I took both those stacks I think and half of that stack, but it's starting to fill up again, which is really, really good. Of course we get a few witch drops, but we have the witch farm for that as well, which I guess gunpowder is a witch drop as well. But a few episodes ago, I can't exactly remember when, but a few episodes ago we did actually build this etho hopper clock in here that is filled up with rotten flesh. It looks like it just triggered then. And this wasn't here before. It used to be just a lever down here that triggers the water so that you could do it manually, because I didn't have slime balls or anything. And just for a while, I just couldn't really be bothered, to be fair. So, yeah, that's kind of that. Anyway, what I want to do is make this toggleable, so you can have it on XP mode. Sorry about that, I freaked out a little bit, I started falling. You can see, yeah, there's the massive, I guess, like, water elevator thing, but it's not a water elevator yet, because there's no water in it. But yeah, so basically what I want to do is have some pistons on either side, so I can push in a couple slabs, so the mobs just get down to half a heart, and they don't actually end up dying, which I think would be pretty good. Pretty good. Now, I think what I did is I went ahead and removed the vines on the inside, because there used to be vines on the inside, and basically what that did was stopped the mobs from dying totally, right? So they would get slowed down by the vines, and then so they'd all take the same amount of damage when they hit the bottom. Now, I don't even know if I want this to be an XP farm anymore. I forget that this is a mob farm, and hence there's mobs in it. Yeah, you can clearly see that this thing works. Yeah, so there used to be vines in there, but you can see it's just a couple signs there now. And yeah, that's basically how that works. Now, something else I did is I put in these slabs to stop spiders spawning. Now, I kind of want to get rid of all these, and it should be fine. All the water should flow to the middle. I want to get rid of these because, well, we might need some spider drops in the future. I definitely needed... Well, I will need some for the witch farm in the future when I want to improve that design, because that is definitely a plan to improve the witch farm design. Anyway, so now I'm going to go ahead and remove all these slabs. It shouldn't take too long. I've pretty much already done it, so I may as well just do it on camera here. And yeah, there we go. So basically those slabs were stopping spiders from spawning, and now spiders can spawn in this design, which spiders slow it down a little bit. They do slow it down ever so much. But it's not a huge deal, I don't think. So yeah, now that is all the spider proofing gone. That was another thing in the book that I wanted to do, and now it's just time to finish off the water elevator. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to place this, rush down to the bottom before the water gets there. There's a few mobs on the roof which I do need to fix as well. I really need to fix that, actually. That's not good. But get away. Okay. The reason why I need that is because I need to block off that. There we go. Okay, so now the water should be making its way down soon. I can't... Oh, yep, you can see the bottom of it. You can see the bottom of it. Okay, so it's working its way down. There was really no need for a rush there, was it? Anyway, I should really light up the top of this. Otherwise, mobs are going to spawn down here if we're up at the mob farm up there. Anyway, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put in some ladders for now. I think that'll be fine. And what I need to do now is basically go up with kelp. I need to place kelp all the way up to the top to make this all water sources, and then I can put in a soul sand block, which it's just occurred to me that that will make this roof a little bit uglier, but I don't think I'm going to worry about that too much. Alright, so there we go. Now I'm going to go ahead, place kelp all the way up to the top, also do the other side, and then get ready to put the soul sand and magma block in there. Alright, so I've gone ahead and placed kelp all the way up to the top. Luckily, we had a decent amount stockpiled. I only have 13 left, though. It was a little over 2 stacks. Anyway, actually, that would make sense if it was exactly 2 stacks, because, yeah, this was 128 blocks from the roof of that thing right there. Anyway, I think the more efficient method, instead of making a bubble column with, magma blocks, I think it would be more efficient to just simply have a block of water at the bottom. Now, this is very risky. Professional. Professional Minecrafter. Okay, anyway, let's go ahead and remove that. Now, I'm going to have to replace this soul sand incredibly fast. Okay, there we go. So this should make a bubble column all the way up to the top, and it should make it a lot easier to get up to this thing. I remember the days of, spending a good few minutes climbing up the ladder, but now we just have a bubble column all the way to the top here. A little bit unfortunate because we're not really going to be using this a whole lot anymore. Considering we've got the witch farm for the mob drops, And yeah, we don't really need it. We don't really need the XP. A spider's already spawned in there and got killed. That's great. But yeah, we're not really going to be needing this much. And I have just realized that I got rid of the water afterwards. Jeez, I'm going to have to do this again. Duh. It is terrifying every time I have to do that. Anyway, now I'm going to go ahead and grab a couple signs from the bottom here. So if I head through here, we should have maybe in the woods chest 4 signs. Perfect. Okay, so now instead of having ladders for the entrance, I'm going to have some signs there. The reason why we want signs and not ladders is because ladders, they have a bit of a hitbox, so you can see you can get caught on them. Signs, however, do not, so you can't actually get caught on signs, making them really ideal for stuff like this. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead, replace that really quick, replace that real quick, and that is good. And I think I might just put a sign there, and then chuck water on top, and that should cancel out the whole fall, theoretically. I'm going to go test that really quickly, just in case it actually doesn't. It definitely should, but it might not. So yeah, I'm just going to check that it does actually cancel out the fall. This is definitely faster. Oh, okay, it does. It works. It cancels out the fall. Alright, so that is both of these tubes going down, as well as another tube that's hidden in here behind this block right here. So you'll notice that if we destroy this, there's a tube in here. I think I mentioned this while I built it. But this will essentially mean that the items can actually come through down into the bulk storage area. Now, how are we going to do this? I am not entirely sure. Will it interfere with down here? Yes, definitely. I think it most definitely will interfere with down here. This is a weird villager breeder. This is a bit of a bizarre villager breeder, but it definitely worked. I mean, look at all the villagers that are down there. Definitely worked. I'm trying to think of how I would... So the items have to come through here, and they would have to go along the top there. I think I might just go ahead and do a little bit of a tube that goes along the top of the roof, and then I'll have to figure something out from there. Maybe we can have something that goes down the side. That could help break up this wall a little bit, actually. Yeah, that could look good. I might actually try and use some trapdoors as well. I think that would be pretty good to try and do. And while I'm at it, I know this might be considered a little bit cheaty because I need to make a lot of trapdoors, and trapdoors are expensive, but I'm going to see if I can get the thing that we have over on the iCraft server, which I have been live streaming if you're curious. Anyway, I'm going to try and get the thing that we have on the iCraft server, which is actually the wooden stone cutter. So you can put wood in the stone cutter and make things like trapdoors. You can make slabs, stairs, obviously, all sorts of things. But right now, it doesn't actually work. So let me see if I can get that installed, and I'll be back with you. Alright, so I'm here on the Vanilla Tweaks website, which is really awesome. Exuma has done a brilliant job. Exuma and, you know, his team, really good job. Anyway, I've installed a number of different crafting tweaks because, to be fair, I kind of didn't know these existed. I knew the data packs existed, which I think I have about 3 installed, but I didn't know this existed. So I've got the 12 trapdoors, so you get more trapdoors, which obviously we're going to use because trapdoors are way over expensive. Way too expensive. 4 bark blocks as well, because that's only fair. Black dye with charcoal, I thought, is kind of an interesting one, because it'll, I guess, push us to make a good tree farm if we want to get, like, a lot of black dye. I may go ahead and just make a wither rose farm before I do that, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how useful it'll become. We've also got dropper to dispenser. This should just be in the game, to be fair, because crafting up dispensers sucks. You have to get the bows, and the bows aren't stackable, so you have to, like, shift-click on the crafting guide with droppers, and then just put a bow in, shift-click out, bow in, shift-click out, bow in, shift-click out, and it just sucks. It sucks so much. More bricks crafting. I want to use bricks, and I refuse to get them in this way. I might actually go ahead and see if I can, you know, do a little bit of villager trading to get the bricks instead. Maybe we'll uninstall this. I don't know. It is a little bit overpowered, but I think it's fair. I think it's fair. More stairs crafting. It just kind of makes sense. To be fair, it's a little bit overpowered. I mean, 8 stairs. You would think you'd only get 6 stairs, right? Because you're putting in 6 blocks. I don't know. Maybe I'll change that in the files. We'll see. We've also got uncraftable ice, so you can craft, you know, blue ice into packed ice and packed ice into regular ice. So yeah, it'll just be a little bit more useful for storing ice if I need to. There's also the universal dyeing, which is just useful as well. That should just be in the game anyway, I think. And yeah, so they're the ones I have. With the other ones, I don't really have a use for that, to be fair. Craftable gravel, back to blocks, double slab crafting, we've got the stone cutter for that, so we don't really need that. And renewable coral blocks is kind of, I don't know, all this stuff I don't really need particularly right now. I may install them in the future, but anyway, I've gone ahead and installed that on the world. So if I switch back to main game record, anyway, we are back on the world here, and you can see that, well, you can't see right now because I don't have it, but if I craft up a few trapdoors here, hopefully we will see that, yeah, 12 trapdoors. That is definitely a bit of a better deal. I have to say, that's a little bit of a better deal than just putting in, you know, getting 2 trapdoors for 6 planks. That is a little bit ridiculous, if you ask me. Anyway, I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is just put in a few trapdoors going around like this, and then, will this be able to go through the base? I feel like I can make this go through the base without too much trouble. Yeah, I think I might try and do that. So if I just place in trapdoors like so, and close them all, and, you know, put in a bunch of trapdoors here, will I be able to get away with that? Let's take a look here. So if I just place in all these trapdoors, we actually went through a lot of trapdoors doing that. Anyway, let's take a look here. Yeah, I think that looks alright. It kind of adds a little bit more depth to the area, to be fair, because this place is a little bit bland, in all honesty. Like over here, this corner has literally nothing. It's a little bit bland, Anyway, let's just check that we don't have any water streams under here. We do. We might be able to work around that though. We'll see. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead, place in the rest of the trapdoors, and I'll be back with you once I have done that. Should probably sleep first. Okay, so I thought I'd show you how I, you know, how I'm changing these stairs before I go ahead and put in all the trapdoors. So if we go into data here, into Minecraft recipes, you can see all the recipes that are down here. Now this will take quite a while, but if we go into Acacia Stairs right here, which happens to be the first one, it'll open up in Visual Studio for me, and you can see this is the JSON file for the crafting recipe. And it seems kind of complicated, you know, code and all that, but it's really not. This shows the pattern of the blocks, so obviously in the stair formation, just like that. Then we come down here, it says that the hash, which is what was used in the pattern, is acacia planks, so it's basically saying these are all acacia planks right here. And then down here it says the result, which is what you get, which is acacia stairs count 8, so you get 8 acacia stairs. Basically what I have to do is change that to a 6, and then save. I'm going to have to save as to somewhere else, because obviously you can't save to a zip file for some reason. Okay, so a little bit of an update on this. I had to actually move them into a folder on the desktop because for some reason they weren't opening, so yeah, you might have to do that. Also, Spruce Stairs wasn't copying over for some reason, so I just deleted it out of this. As you can see, it's not there, and I just created a, oh, I shouldn't have closed that. I just created a brand new thing for Spruce Stairs, which is just a copy of Oak Stairs, so I'm going to have to change that a little bit, so let me open Visual Studio here real quick. All I'm going to have to change is from jungle log. That is wrong. Why is that like that? I am very confused. Hold on. For some reason, all the crafting recipes are weird ways around. I'm not entirely sure what's going on with that one. I might have to go ahead and disable the more stairs, download this, because I think they're all a little bit all over the place. So let me open up the Minecraft folder right here, go to .minecraft, go to saves, go to new LP world, data packs. I'm going to have to delete this vanilla tweaks one, which is the crafting tweaks. I can't seem to delete it for some reason. I think that's because I have Minecraft open. Let's just close that. Okay, let's delete that. Okay, and let's drag this one into data packs, just like that. There we go. So now I have all of the data packs, or all of the crafting things, except for the stairs. So we should see, yep, there's no acacia stair and stuff like that. Okay, so now let's go ahead, unselect all of these, and just select the more stairs crafting right here, including that one. And let's download that, just the one more stairs crafting. If we go into data, Minecraft, recipes, all the stairs should be in here. Yeah, wow, that is a lot of stairs. Unfortunately, we only want the wooden stairs. So I'm going to go through here and delete all of these that aren't, you know, the wooden stairs. That's dark oak. And yeah, I'm going to go through all these, delete them, and then change them, and then I'll be back once I have done that. Now what I'm going to have to do is delete all of these and drag all of these in. And let's actually take a look. For some reason, Oak Stairs doesn't want to copy over. Spruce Stairs doesn't want to either. Okay, only 4 of them copied over. That's a little bit weird. Let's take a look in the Acacia Stairs thing. Okay, it looks like that is Acacia. Let's change that to 6 while we're here. Just like so. And let's go through to the Birch Stairs one. Dark Oak. Okay. For some reason, the Vanilla Tweaks thing is a little bit broken, which makes it really hard to, you know, makes it really hard to edit afterwards, but I think I figured out a way. I'm going to go ahead, change all these, even though this is in Birch Stairs and it says Dark Oak Stairs. I'm just not going to question it. I don't think the name of the file matters that much anyway. It's just the crafting recipe. Anyway, let's open the Dark Oak Stairs here, right, just like that. Do that, and I'm going to have to go through, see which ones didn't copy over, see which ones I'm going to have to, I guess, recreate for myself. Okay, this is really backwards. This is meant to be for Jungle Stairs, and this is the pack.mc meta file. Alright, now I've gone ahead and moved around a lot of the things, changed a lot of the names, did a lot of things. Let me just see, where did I put this folder? Here it is, okay. It's on my desktop. So right here you can see these are all the files right here. If we just go into data, Minecraft, recipes again, we should see this is the wrong one. Is it? Yes, this is not the one we want. So if we go back into data packs, the other one, which I guess will be this one. So let's just drag that back into data packs, just like so. That should have data, Minecraft, recipes, and we just get rid of all of these because they're all backwards. And some of them don't work. Let's go into Thingo, chuck all of those in there, and then that should be good to go. So now if we open up Minecraft again, start Minecraft, I'll be back with you once I'm in the world. Okay, we are on the world right here. Let's just see if we craft up. Yes, there we go, 6 Oak Stairs. So that actually did manage to work, thankfully. I was a little bit worried there because it was a little bit all over the place. Not gonna lie, I'm not going to lie. It was definitely a little bit all over the place. Anyway, now I'm going to head on top of this first little platform here, this initial little platform, and place in the rest of the trapdoors, which should go up just like so. So all I need to do is just go up like this, place all the trapdoors, which by the way, I should probably mention, did you enjoy that little administrative type thing? I like doing, I do that kind of stuff a lot, in, you know, not just single player worlds, but on servers as well. I don't know. There's something nice about doing this administrative work. So let me know if you enjoy that, and you know, I don't know if you learn something from it or something. I don't know. But yeah. So let me know if you want to see more stuff like that whenever I need to do that, or whether I should just do it off camera and just say, oh, I did it, and just do it. Let me know what you think in the comments. Anyway, I just need a few more trapdoors here. Thankfully, could you imagine if we had to craft that with just wood? We'd have to go down and chop the tree farm like, you know, half a dozen times. Anyway, let's go ahead and place in the rest of the trapdoors here. It shouldn't take too long. We've got a lot of stuff to get done in today's episode. I probably shouldn't be, you know, talking about stuff so much. But anyway, let's just place this in like so, and then that should be good to go just across there. Okay, so now I guess we just need to place a block in there. And there we go. Okay, so that is the general tunnel. General tunnel, sure. I'll roll with it. That we need to do for this, you know, item collection system. So if we just run this across here, we will need a couple more trapdoors like there. Anyway, yeah, so that is the little pipe that goes down to the underground area right there. I'll be back with you once I've got all of that in place, all the piping and stuff in place. Alright, so I've gone ahead and added in this rather long pipe that goes through here. So I actually had to switch the slime ball chest from this one to this one, I do believe. Or no, from this one to this one, that's right. Because the slime ball chest was going through into this one, and what it was doing was actually cutting all the way across here. So this couldn't actually get to this one. So I had to redirect the slime ball chest to go to this one, and then this needs to go to this one. So the old slime ball chest is now the new mob farm chest, and the new mob farm chest is now the new slime ball chest, or the old mob farm chest. I'm getting confused by what I'm saying. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and chuck all of these slime balls in here. I might actually just chuck in the mob drops into here. Just dump stuff into here, to be fair. Just so I can transfer the slime balls a bit faster, because that was agonizing. Anyway, so yeah, we've gone ahead and done that. A couple more things to note is that if we come across here, you can see that, yeah, the pipe goes all the way along here. I'm going to have to fill all this in, which shouldn't be too difficult. I may as well just do that right now. But there was a few other interesting things I had to do. So you can see that the pipe goes all the way down the side here. I built that on camera, I do believe. And it also comes through right into here. I had to replace these blocks under here with glowstone because they were torches before, but there's actually one pipe that's going through here, and this had to go through here. So the water would destroy the torch, but I replaced it with glowstone, so we should be all good with that one. I might actually go around and replace all these with glowstone. I don't know, maybe. Probably not, but I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, so I had to do that. Another interesting thing that I had to do, this was quite the process. If we head up here, into this area right here, it should be, we might be able to see it up here. Yep, okay, so there's an ice block there. The water current just didn't reach to the end. In fact, it was only 2 blocks short. So what I ended up doing right here, if I open up a few of the trapdoors, is that I just, you know, had it go across here, a water source, and then off the edge. So hopefully that water source will keep it off the ground, and, you know, keep it going, keep the momentum going. I think that'll work. I may as well give it a go, actually. So let's chuck in a couple bits of stone, if I can actually chuck in a couple bits of stone. There we go. So let's watch that go along. Did it go? I don't think it got stuck. It got stuck. It definitely got stuck. Okay, why did that get stuck? Oh, because that trapdoor needs to be up. Okay, I see. Luckily, I tested that. Alright, so let's chuck that back in there. Let's see. Does it get stuck now? Oh, it went across. I saw the stone for a second. It went across. Okay. So now if we check the, what used to be the slime farm chest, but is now the mob farm chest, we should see a couple blocks of stone. I definitely chucked 2 blocks of stone in there. It's because of the block that's there. Does that interfere with it a little bit? Maybe what I can do, actually no, I don't want to put a trapdoor there. Maybe I can just put a slab there, and that'll stop the water, and hopefully, but hopefully will still allow the torch to do its thing. So if we chuck a block of dirt in there, let's say, it does get sent up. Okay, I think that has just solved our problem. I hope that's not going on around the rest of the thing. It might be. I don't know. Anyway, I'm not going to worry about it too much right now. We've got other things to worry about, so I may as well just place a bit of gunpowder. Woo, first mob drop. No, not really. That was there from a creeper I had to kill. Anyway, so yeah, that is the item collection system. Oh, I have just realized we haven't done the redstone up the top. I should probably do that. Let's use this brand new bubble elevator to head all the way to the top here, and we can start placing in a little bit of the redstone. Shouldn't be too difficult. I should have all the materials on me for, you know, the auto dropping circuit and stuff like that. That's going to be a bit of an issue. Okay, well, anyway, I think I might actually go ahead and not do that. Fly back up to the top. Okay. I think I'm going to go ahead and do the redstone under this thing, because there's not much room up here as it is. So I think I'm going to have to go ahead and just add in some of the redstone at about this level, say. So yeah, let's place in those 2 slabs back, and let's go ahead and put this dropper here. I'm not going to worry about that packed ice block too much. Okay, so the circuit for this is really quite simple. I'm sure you've seen me build it a lot of times. But I'm going to go ahead and build it again right here, because it's really fast, really easy to build, and that's literally it. That's the auto dropping circuit done. So now all we have to do is run hoppers into this thing from the side, and we will not have enough hoppers. We're not going to have nearly enough hoppers for this. That's a little bit unfortunate. Anyway, let's place those 2 blocks in there. Let's see if we can... oh... we might be able to sneakily just... nah. We are 2 hoppers short. 2 hoppers short. I doubt we're going to have enough iron here at the mob farm to build 2 hoppers. That is really quite annoying. Yeah, we don't have any iron. Yeah, nothing. Okay, I'm going to have to go ahead, head down, grab a couple more, or I guess a few more iron ingots from probably the bulk storage area from the iron farm right here. So let's grab a few more ingots. 10, that should do it. That should be enough for the hoppers. So let's go ahead and craft up. Where are the hoppers? Right here. 2 hoppers, just like that. Let's get rid of this. And you know what? I'm just going to fly to the top because why not? Why not just fly to the top? So let's fly to the top. You know, I know we just built this bubble elevator, but, you know, I'm not too fussed by flying to the top. Alright, let's now head down here. And hopefully we should have enough hoppers. If we don't have enough hoppers still, I'm going to be really surprised. There we go, we have enough hoppers. I'm also going to go ahead and redirect that hopper into there. Redirect that hopper down. You know, sometimes just stuff happens in this game. It's just mildly frustrating. A lot of mildly frustrating things happen. And it just builds up over time, and it kind of sucks. But, you know, oh well, it doesn't matter too much. Let's go ahead, check in here. There's the hopper we need. And looks like we don't have a mob drop in there. Obviously not, because we've just hooked it up and then just destroyed it. Yeah, anyway, let's go ahead, head all the way back up here, place in this last hopper, and that should be the whole mob farm project done, finally. There we go. Okay, so I'm not going to bother, you know, emptying this chest. I might do that at a later date, but for now, I'm perfectly fine with the mob farm as how it is. Okay, perfect. Now, let's head down here and let's look at what the next projects we need to do are. I think this video is already getting rather large and we just did this. I didn't think this would take very long at all. I didn't think this would take very long at all, but it's taken a decent amount of time. Anyway, pathways. Plan out the pathways. We want to build pathways around the whole area. So I'm going to chuck that back here. For some reason as well, there seems to be a bug. Oh, it's back. Okay, for some reason, the mementos weren't showing the names properly for some reason. Don't know why. Anyway, now let's go ahead. I'm going to plan out a few pathways as the book says. So let's just grab a few. Let's use some diorite. We've got a lot of diorite on hand, it seems like. So we want the path to come out and come across here, I think. That's probably a good bet. So we also, maybe we should have the path go up here, and then, like, you know, spread out a little bit around here, and then it can go across here, split into 2, go up there, go up here. There we go. Okay, so I think that's a good start. Let's get rid of this creeper. Yep, that's a good idea. And this skeleton as well. Jeez. I need to light up this area. I really should do that. Anyway, I think... we should probably have a path that goes around here, right? This tree farm is definitely a little bit in the way. We can sneak a path behind this. Maybe we can just shrink it a little bit. That's probably our best bet. Anyway, let's make a pathway that goes across here. We don't really need a pathway that goes along here because that would be way more tight over here. Okay, so now let's run this across over into here. We can have it kind of like go here and here as well. Okay, I like that. I like that. Let's run it across here. Make it go along around this little lake here. Make it come up. And it can go back here. Or you can go further along, just like so. Along here, go back into there. Along here, and into the bulk storage area. Or just keep going along, and link back up to itself right there. I like that. That's a good pathway. So we can follow it around to there. We can follow it around to here. You know, go over to where the slime farm is. AFK at that if we want. Or we can come around here. Go across. You know, go into... the iron farm. This is like the redstone-y bits, I think. Yep, here's all the redstone down here. And yeah, I think that's a pretty good plan for the pathways. So now it's just time to go ahead and, I guess, build it. So it shouldn't be too difficult to do the pathways. I might actually dismantle this mini pumpkin farm. It served me well for a while, but I think it's time for it to go. So let's get rid of all these pumpkin seeds, get rid of all of this, and replace all of this with... we don't have any dirt or grass in our inventory. Awesome. Alright, let's grab a little bit more. I am going to start doing the pathways. I may as well show you how I'm going to do that as well. Let's place this in. So I'm going to destroy a few blocks and basically replace these with grass and just path. Essentially, that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to make a whole bunch of these path blocks. I'm not going to do it super uniformly. Just kind of go around like that. So it's a little bit, it's not like straight, the pathways aren't super straight, but they just kind of veer off a little bit in each direction, a decent amount. I think that's probably our best bet for making these paths, so let's just place that in there. make this go around. It'll go up to here, you know, just spam path blocks pretty much until it looks good. So I'm going to go ahead, add in all the pathways here, and I'll be back with you once I've got the pathways going all the way around, and then we can add a little bit more decoration. Alright guys, so I have gone ahead and added in all the pathways, and this area is looking about 1,000,000 times better. Look at this. Oh, I forgot to add a little pathway going along here and then just kind of spreading out a bit here. So let's just add that. This didn't take too long, I have to say. It didn't take a huge amount of time. It was just kind of me going around, adding a few path blocks in, just like so. Let's just, I guess, finish that off there. Okay, so you can see we've got the path blocks going to the slime farm right here. Some of them don't look the best. I might just come around, smooth a little bit of it out every now and then. Anyway, so yeah, that goes up to the slime farm right there. This goes past the egg farm, past the tree farm right here, and goes across here. You can come up to here to the redstone for the iron farm, which is just like the auto dropping circuit. I don't know why that's there. It just is. It gives you a good view of the iron farm, so it's fine. Over here we have the super smelter, which still has that iron hoe in it, I have just realized. Anyway, this pathway also comes all the way around here. I considered having it go past there, but then I decided against it. Over here you can see we've got, you know, the insides of the super smelter if we need to put fuel in and stuff like that. We can always do that. This goes to the sugarcane farm, and it's not really a path, it's just kind of spread out because we don't really need the sugarcane farm that much. And also the cactus farm, this comes up here. We don't really need to go up here either. But this comes around to the bulk storage area right here. I might go ahead and just, you know, do a couple of those around there. So yeah, this goes to the bulk storage area, and then this comes all the way around back to the front of the base. And you can see this is Beacon Hill right here. I guess that's what it's called now, Beacon Hill. It's got a beacon in it, and it's a hill, so Beacon Hill, sure. I have just realized our mine. I kind of forgot about our mine, so I'm just going to go ahead, make a bit of a pathway to our mine. Now, these pathways, they don't look the best. I will be the first to admit, they're not the best looking thing in the world, but I'm kind of happy with them. But what I'm going to do to make them look a little bit better is, I think I'm going to go ahead, first of all, dump off a lot of this stuff. I had to go and mine a little bit more grass over by, I believe there's an extreme hills off in some direction. There's an extreme hill somewhere off in that direction, yeah. And I went ahead and mined a few, a little bit of dirt over there. A little bit of grass blocks, I mean. So that I could go around and replace all the blocks in the pathways, because placing that diorite created dirt blocks, didn't it? So yeah, that was a little bit of a pain, but anyway. So now that's done, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to vary it up with a little bit of glowstone to light it up. I also want to use a little bit of coarse dirt. So I think we have a little bit of dirt, we have a little bit of gravel. We should be able to craft this stuff up, just like that. Let's craft up maybe just a stack to start off with, and we can always get more if we need to. And I think adding some coarse dirt around the place just as a little bit of decoration, just like so. We have to make sure we don't right click on the grass blocks like that. What did I just say? Anyway, add a few coarse dirt blocks around the place I think would look, you know, decent. Just adding them around the place here and not replacing these with making those path blocks. I think that'll look decent, and so yeah, I'm going to go ahead, add a few coarse dirt blocks around. I also want to add a few glowstone blocks around, so like maybe right here, not there, that'll block up one of the pathways. Yep, there we go. One of the pipes, that is. Maybe there, maybe add one there, just to add a little bit of light to the pathway as well. I think that would be pretty good, and you can kind of get an idea of where it goes just by, you know, following the light, I guess. I don't know. It's hopefully it'll turn out well. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead, add in these two things, and I'll be back with you once I have got those, and hopefully the pathways will look a little bit better. And there we go. That is the final block of glowstone, and actually the final block of glowstone that I needed for these pathways. So these pathways are looking a little bit better. Of course, they're still not perfect, but I don't think I'm going to worry about that too much. The whole idea of this base is that I'm not worried about looks too much. Because, you know, I was kind of getting sick of that towards the beginning of this series. You know, doing all the SMP stuff with iCraft and, you know, Unknown Empire a little bit, and, you know, some Tazcraft and stuff. I was kind of getting sick of trying to make everything look good. So I decided to go ahead, throw that out the window, and make this look, you know, not as good, but alright. It looks okay, but it obviously doesn't look, you know, it's not game changing, I guess you could say. But yeah, I think there'll be some better looking things, better looking projects coming in the future for sure. Anyway, we have now built the path blocks, decorate around with trees, etc. I might save that for a little bit later. Add doorways to all sides of the base. I decided against that. Fix that hole in the wall. That's right, I forgot about that hole in the wall. There is a hole in the wall which I don't know if any of you have noticed, but it's been there for quite a while and it's been bugging me for ages. And then I decided just to put it off, first of all to see if anyone would notice, but second of all to do it in today's episode. This is the hole in the wall that I'm talking about. The reason this was here is because this was quite a while ago, and this will put it in perspective. The reason this is here is for the iron farm. Yeah, that is why these 2 blocks are missing, and that is like that, to put the zombie, or the villagers rather, in the iron farm. So that hole in the wall is finally fixed, and I think it's just going to make the whole place look about a million times better. Yeah, I think it's all going to look so much better. I also decided, yeah, there we go. That looks a lot better already. I decided against moving the tree farm. I just simply cut back the leaves a little bit, because I kind of like it. It's a little bit overgrown, and of course, it's a tree farm. You know, it's a staple part of the starter base. I got to keep the tree farm. I was going to move it to somewhere, but I think having it here as a bit of a prominent thing is probably good. I kind of like it, so I think I'm going to go ahead and keep it there. Something else I have also just remembered that I wanted to do is add some wooden slabs going around. So if I craft up a whole load of wooden slabs right here, what I wanted to do is basically put them in here to make it, you know, seem like a little bit less of a steep slope, I guess, just like that, and also make it a little bit easier to walk up. So let me go ahead and add those around real quick. Shouldn't take me too long. I'm just going to go ahead and do that here, and I'll be back with you once I've got all of these slabs in place, and once it just looks, it's a little bit easier to navigate, looks a little bit better. You get the idea. That was the most convenient time to run out of slabs ever. Like, I ran out of slabs just as I had finished, like, all of this. I decided to lower this down a little bit so you don't have to, you know, go up a couple blocks and it's not as awkward. But yeah, I placed in all the slabs that I wanted to place in. I should probably, I can't really lower this though because there's that. So yeah, that's a little bit of an issue. But anyway, you can see all the slabs are in place and it's looking a little bit better. Anyway, let's go ahead and chuck a few items away here, just like so. And then, okay, now let's head back over to the book. What else does the book say we need to do? Other misc things. Decorate the entrance to the slime farm. I think I'm going to leave that as well. You know, I kind of like it. Again, starter base, not meant to look perfect. Also, look at all these lights going across the paths here while it's nighttime. I really, really like that. You can see we come around here. Oh, it's good. That's good. I like that a lot. Looks like there's a spider with a potion effect, but he's gone. So yeah, I kind of like the redstone-y look, you know? I don't mind this a huge amount. I think I'm going to go ahead and just leave this how it is. I think it's fine. Also, this triggers pretty fast when you know, you can sprint into it and it's fine. I think that's perfectly fine. I think I'm going to leave the slime farm entrance. Definitely not me getting a little bit lazy, to be fair. I am getting a little bit lazy with this stuff. I've done a lot of recording so far and just a lot of little things that are just a little bit annoying, and it kind of builds up a little bit. I'm not done with today's recording, but you know. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and I don't think I'm going to use trees, but I'm going to use a little bit of, that should have stayed open for longer. I'm going to use a little bit of bone meal in this area just to, you know, add some extra foliage, I guess you could say. Just make it look that little bit better, just like so. Get out of here, baby zombie. What are you doing here? Leave. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead, add a little bit more bone meal, a little bit more foliage over here. Foliage, whatever. And I'll be back with you once I have got, you know, a lot of bone meal around the place. Alright, so a few pits of grass have actually snuck their way into the base here, but if we head out of here, you can see this already looks about a million times better. I'm incredibly happy with what this looks like. Look at this place. It looks like so much better with just the bone meal in place, without like any trees around and stuff. Which I don't know if I want to add trees around, to be fair. I might add a little bit of bone meal in this area just to make it look like it's not super barren under the forest. Because that's kind of what it is in the forest. There's not really much bone meal, not really much tall grass and stuff to begin with. Anyway, I really like that. I really, really like that. And I think what I'm going to do is say that the starter base is pretty much complete.